Let me ask you something real quick. You live in America, one of the wealthiest countries on the entire planet. You have a job, you get a paycheck every 2 weeks, and yet somehow, by the end of the month, there's almost nothing left in your bank account. Sound familiar? You are not alone. And more importantly, it is not your fault that nobody taught you this stuff. But after today, you will never have an excuse again. Because right now, we are going to talk about the biggest money mistakes people make in the USA and exactly how to fix them. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Frank Join Financial, the channel where we talk about real money, real strategies, and real results. My name is Frank, and my mission is simple: to help everyday people like you understand how money actually works in this country, how to save it, grow it, and make it work for you instead of the other way around. If you're new here, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button right now, because the information we cover on this channel can genuinely change your financial life. In today's video, it might be one of the most important ones we have ever made. We are breaking down the 7 biggest money mistakes that people all across America make every single day, from brand new immigrants who just arrived to people who have been living here for 20 years and still feel stuck. We will go through each mistake one by one, give you real-life examples, and most importantly, tell you exactly what to do instead. So grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's get into it. The very first mistake, and honestly, one of the sneakiest ones, is something called lifestyle inflation. Now, what does that mean exactly? It means that every single time your income goes up, your spending goes up right along with it. You get a raise, so you upgrade your apartment. You land a better job, so you lease a newer car. You start earning more, so you eat out more, shop more, travel more. And at the end of the day, even though you are making way more money than you used to, you still feel broke. Sound familiar? Let me give you a real example. Think about Marcus. Marcus started out making $15 an hour. He lived with roommates, cooked his own meals, and took the bus to work. His life was simple, but he was managing. Then he got promoted to $20 an hour. Great news, right? Well, Marcus decided he deserved better. He got his own apartment for $300 a month. He financed a used car, $300 a month. He started ordering food delivery almost every night. Easily another $400 a month. His salary went up, but so did every single expense. And at the end of the month, Marcus still had almost nothing left to save. That is lifestyle inflation, and it is one of the biggest wealth killers in America today. So what is the fix? It is actually very simple, even though it is not always easy. The rule is this: pay yourself first. The moment your paycheck hits your account, before you pay rent, before you buy groceries, before you do anything else, move a fixed percentage into savings. Minimum 10%, ideally 20%. Then live off whatever is left. This one habit alone can completely transform your financial future over time. The goal is to let your savings grow with your income, not just your spending. Okay, mistake number 2. And this one is huge: credit cards. Now, I need you to understand something right away. Credit cards are not the enemy. In America, having good credit is absolutely essential. You need it to rent an apartment, finance a car, sometimes even to get a job. So yes, you need to build credit. But there is a massive difference between using a credit card as a tool and using it as a crutch. Here is what happens all the time. Someone gets approved for a credit card with a $5,000 limit. And in their mind, they think, I have $5,000 to spend. New TV, $800. New clothes, $300. Weekend trip, they're $200. And then at the end of the month, they look at the bill, and instead of paying it off, they just pay the minimum, maybe $45 or $50. They think, problem solved. But here's the truth. Paying only the minimum means you are barely covering the interest. The actual balance stays right where it is, and it keeps growing. Credit card interest rates in the US can run anywhere from 20% to 29% per year. That means a $3,000 balance that you only make minimum payments on could take you years to pay off and end up costing you nearly double. The rule with credit cards is non-negotiable. Use them, yes, get the rewards, build the credit score, but pay the full balance every single month. If you cannot afford to pay it off in full, you cannot afford to buy it. That simple mindset shift will save you thousands of dollars over your lifetime. Hey, stay with me, because we are just getting to the part of this video that most people never talk about. The next few mistakes are the ones that quietly drain your wealth for years without you even realizing it. If you have been nodding your head so far, trust me, you do not want to miss what is coming next. Keep watching. Mistake number 3, and this one is absolutely critical, is not having an emergency fund. Here is the hard truth about life in America. Things go wrong. Jobs get cut. Medical bills show up out of nowhere. Your car breaks down at the worst possible time. And if you do not have money set aside for emergencies, guess what you are going to do? You are going to put it on a credit card. You're going to take out a high interest loan. And just like that, One unexpected event sends you into a cycle of debt that takes months or even years to dig out of. Let me tell you about Maria. Maria is a single mom in Houston. She makes about $2,900 a month after taxes. Between rent, groceries, daycare, and bills, she barely had anything left over. She kept telling herself she would start saving once things settled down. Then one afternoon, her car died on the highway. The repair bill was $1,600. Maria did not have it. She put it on her credit card at 24% interest. She is still paying it off today. That one emergency undid months of hard work because there was no safety net. Financial experts consistently recommend keeping 3 to 6 months of living expenses in an emergency fund. So if your monthly expenses are around $2,500, you want somewhere between $7,500 and $15,000 sitting in a separate savings account just for emergencies. Not for vacations, not for a new phone, for real emergencies only. And yes, building this takes time. But even starting with $500 or $1,000 gives you a cushion that can prevent disaster. All right, mistake number 4. And this one is going to hit different. It is waiting too long to start investing. And look, I get it. When you are living paycheck to paycheck, the word investing feels like it is for other people, rich people, people who have it all figured out. But here's what nobody tells you. The single most powerful force in investing is not how much money you have. It is time. And every year you wait, you're literally leaving thousands of dollars on the table. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Say James starts investing just $200 a month at age 25. He keeps it up until he is 65. That is 40 years of investing. With an average annual return of 8%, James ends up with roughly $700,000. Now say his brother David waits until he is 35 to start. Same $200 a month, same 8% return. By 65, David has around $300,000. Both brothers invested the same amount each month. The only difference is that David waited 10 years. And that 10-year delay cost him over $400,000. That is the power of compound interest. And it is either working for you or against you right now. Now here's the good news. The US has some of the best investing tools in the world available to everyday people. If your employer offers a 401k with a company match, that is free money, and you should absolutely be contributing at least enough to get the full match. Beyond that, a Roth IRA is one of the most powerful tools for long-term tax-free growth. And if you want to keep it simple, low-cost index funds are how most millionaires actually build their wealth. You do not need to be a Wall Street expert. You just need to start. Mistake number 5. And honestly, this one surprises people. Not having a budget. Here's a question for you. Do you know exactly where every dollar of your paycheck goes each month? Like down to the dollar? Most people do not. They have a rough idea. Rent, car payment, groceries? Sure. But what about all those subscription services you forgot you signed up for? What about the $60 you spent on food delivery last week? What about that random Amazon purchase you barely remember making? Without a budget, you are driving your financial life with your eyes closed. A budget is not a punishment. It is not about being cheap or restricting yourself. A budget is simply a plan, a roadmap that tells your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. And the people who are most intentional with their money are consistently the ones who build real wealth over time. One of the easiest budgeting frameworks to start with is the 50-30-20 rule. Here's how it works. 50% of your after-tax income goes to needs: rent, utilities, groceries, transportation. 30% goes to wants: dining out, entertainment, hobbies, shopping. And 20% goes to savings and paying off debt. Now, your exact percentages might look a little different based on your situation, especially in a high-cost city. But the principle stays the same. Give every dollar a job and watch how much more in control of your money you feel. Mistake number 6, and this one costs people thousands of dollars every single year, is not understanding how taxes work in America and missing out on money the government is literally trying to give back to you. Look, the US tax code is complex. Nobody's arguing that. But the basics are learnable, and ignoring them is one of the most expensive financial mistakes you can make. Think about this. The Earned Income Tax Credit, EITC, is available to low and moderate income workers and can put thousands of dollars back in your pocket at tax time. The Child Tax Credit gives you up to $2,000 per qualifying child. If you have student loans, you may be able to deduct the interest you paid. If you work from home, there may be a home office deduction available to you. These are not loopholes or tricks. These are legal benefits that the tax code explicitly offers. But if you do not know about them, you leave all that money on the table. You do not need to become a tax expert. But you do need to take taxes seriously. At minimum, use a reputable tax software, or, especially if your financial situation is even a little bit complex, hire a good CPA or tax professional. Spending $150 on a tax professional could save you $2,000 or more in taxes you did not even know you owed back. That is a return on investment that is very hard to beat. And finally, mistake number 7, underestimating insurance. I know, insurance is not the most exciting topic. Nobody gets pumped up talking about premiums and deductibles. But I want you to understand something. In America, not having the right insurance can financially destroy you. We are talking about a single medical emergency sending you a $50,000 hospital bill. A car accident without proper coverage leaving you personally liable for tens of thousands of dollars. A fire or flood in your apartment wiping out everything you own because you skipped renter's insurance, which, by the way, typically costs less than $20 a month. Insurance feels like a waste of money until the one day you actually need it. And on that day, you will be incredibly grateful that you had it. Think of insurance as the foundation of your financial plan. Before you invest, before you save aggressively, you need to protect what you already have. At minimum, make sure you have health insurance, auto insurance if you own a vehicle, and renter's or homeowner's insurance. These are not optional in a country where one unexpected event can wipe out years of financial progress. All right, let's bring it all home. We just covered 7 of the biggest money mistakes people make in the USA, and more importantly, exactly what to do about each one. Number 1, stop letting lifestyle inflation eat your raises. Pay yourself first, always. Number 2, use credit cards as a tool, not a crutch. Pay the full balance every month. Number 3, build an emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of expenses before anything else. Number 4, start investing as early as possible. Time in the market beats everything. Number 5, make a budget and stick to it. The 50-30-20 rule is a great place to start. Number 6, learn the basics of taxes and stop leaving free money on the table. And number 7, get the right insurance. Protect what you have built. Look, building wealth in America is absolutely possible, but it does not happen by accident. It happens when you make intentional decisions with your money, day after day, year after year. You are already ahead of most people just by watching this video and taking this stuff seriously. Keep that momentum going. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment down below. Which one of these 7 mistakes hit closest to home for you? Be honest. There is zero judgment here. We are all on this journey together. And if this video gave you even one thing you can use, do me a favor. Hit that like button, share this video with a friend or family member who needs to hear it, and subscribe to Frank Join Financial so you never miss a video. We drop content every week designed to help you take real control of your financial future. I will see you in the next one. And until then, Kay,